Moods. We've all got one. Some of us have them more often than not. Some of us are always in a mood, but it depends on what type. Welcome back, everyone. So yesterday I got a comment on one of my posts on Facebook by a Facebook friend, good friend, and it was suggested to me that maybe a good idea for a video would be a video about fragrance and moods, not necessarily very specific, but how fragrance works with moods. It got me thinking. So I haven't really tried to define particular moods. Like some of these you could call more attitudes. I guess it's still the same thing, but I tried to think of different states of mind I find myself most often in, and the fragrances that I think about or wear with those particular moods. Now, it did make me think that it did make me realize that some fragrances you might enjoy wearing because you're in a particular mood, and some fragrances you wear and they accentuate or even help you get into that mood. So in no particular order, I might save some, maybe the obvious one till last. And I'm going to start off with a happy mood. Okay, so I don't necessarily choose, when I'm choosing fragrance, I don't necessarily think about how I'm feeling at that particular point. I'm sure maybe subconsciously I might, but if I have to think about being happy and in a generally good mood and content with life, there are a couple of fragrances that for some reason spring to mind. Now, one of them is an old favorite of mine that I don't wear too much anymore. I still enjoy it when I do. That's Ultra Zest, Amen Ultra Zest by Thierry Mugler. It's just so hard not to like this fragrance. I'm gonna copy my friend Thomas from Stumptown Smells, and instead of spraying myself, I'll just do this and get some in my eye. It's really just an uplifting orange, fizzy orange, creamy base, vanilla. There's nothing about the smell that doesn't kind of make you smile. I'm doing it now. As soon as that hit my nostrils, I'm enjoying it. The other one, I'm going to run through this quickly because otherwise it's going to be a very long video. The other one recently is this one here. It's from Hermes. It's Equipage Geranium. For some reason, ever since I sampled this and ever since, I have wonderful memories of where I bought this bottle now, because I bought it when I was in Turin in Italy, and it was a lovely shopping experience. But also, that beautiful, for some reason, geranium, it now to me is a very happy kind of scent. I like it because it's like a teenage version of a rose. It's full of good energy. There's a bit of greenness about it, and I think it's really just the energy that the note of geranium gives off, and then to top it, to bottom it off. It's got a lovely woody, creamy woody base, white woods, probably a lot of sandalwood. There's nothing about this scent that isn't energizing to me and happy. The next mood I'm gonna tie into from happy is a festive. Now, a festive mood to me is really just one where maybe I'm going to a party or I'm socializing, and it's a good environment. So I'm not talking funerals or wakes or anything like that. And this one was a little bit more difficult. See, this one here, I tend to think of fragrances that have more of an association to those things. And The first one that I thought of was Mugler Cologne. And the reason I thought of this is that I mainly wear this in the summer when it's very hot here. And to be honest, here in where I live and, my life, I tend to have more festive occasions in the summertime, and they're usually a lot of the time outdoors. And this is the kind of thing I would wear. So completely inoffensive, very clean smelling, but again, an uplifting, bright scent that suits the occasion. But I did also think that for more formal occasions, like a wedding, where something classy and timeless is more suited, I go for something like Habit Rouge from Guerlain. And to me, I think it's because it is so classic. I don't consider this a dark scent by any stretch of the imagination. I love how bright the citrus opening is on this, and the rest of it just smells. I know some people might find this a bit dated, but the rest of it just smells of class, good manners, and just being Mr. Social Butterfly, which I really am not. Okay. Next mood that I thought of was being in a calm, contemplative kind of frame of mind. And to me, there are a couple of notes here that I thought that dominate. One of them to me is the beautiful, solitary, creamy woodenness of Tam Dao from Diptyque. There is just something about this scent that quietens my soul, my mind. I always feel calm wearing this. On a more recent scale, this one by Mente Torosa, this is Id, and here it's the cardamom that really does that job. Oh, that's so good. And it's the same thing. I can't give you too much detail other than these scents really calm me down and kind of just let me, decompress. Myrrh and Tonka from Jo Malone does that in a different kind of way. I find that this is obviously for me better suited to those cold, dark winter nights, more evenings. But Myrrh and Tonka is there as well. Myrrh is the note that does that there. From calm to confidence. If I want to feel confident, like don't fuck with me pep. There are particular scents that I go for, and they're usually, classically masculine style fragrance. Stuff like Heritage from Guerlain, this is EDT. Stuff like Eau Sauvage Parfum by Christian Dior. To me, these are the type of scents that don't scream, look at me. They basically just know who they are and don't give 3/4 of a fuck about what you are. And if I want to feel like that, that's the type of scent I would wear. Another mention in this category, and this one's a bit more flexible, would be 1740 from Histoires de Parfum, although I've also chosen this for a different category of mood. Moving on to, I can't avoid it, sometimes melancholia strikes. I want to be by myself. I want to get all sad and contemplative. Doesn't happen very often, thankfully. But for some reason, sometimes this is the particular mood that is actually accentuated by the scent I'm wearing. And I'm talking about, this is my decant of Ambre Rosé from Parfum d'Empire. This, I don't know what it is. I think it's actually, apart from it being a beautiful amber with boozy notes, I think it's actually the tea note in this that gives it that tear running down, single tear running down the cheek feel about this fragrance, which I really, really love. It's an all-time beautiful Hall of Fame fragrance for me. And the other one that puts me in, that helps me be in that mood, or at least get me through that mood, you know, sometimes you have to just feel, is this one, which I haven't reviewed yet, The Decay of the Angel by Timothy Hahn, Editions Parfum. This one is all about Cade and heady florals, but dark solitude. It's such an emo scent, but it's so, so, so beautiful. I'm not doing it justice, obviously, but that's what mood it gives me. Moving on to my final mood, and this is probably the mood everyone likes to be in. This is a sexy mood. We like sexy. Some of these fragrances I don't wear to put me in the mood. So how do I say this? I just feel sexy wearing these scents. 1740 again. Absolu pour la soie, MFK. They have a certain animalic base nature to them. Salome from Papillon Artisan Perfumes. Under My Skin from Francesca Bianchi. But this one, I can never help but feel like I'm irresistible. Antaeus by Chanel. It must be that dark, black mossiness, leather and castoreum, that rose, that very, very masculine rose. I love this, and it's putting me in the mood just looking at it. This was all meant to be a bit of a fun video. I know it's a long video, but now I want to hear about your mood fragrances. And you can pick other moods, but I think I've covered most of the spectrum of emotion that I go through. That was fun for me. Was it fun for you? I'll see you next time.